it's Terry over at Decorating More with Tip. Today is Wednesday, which means Craft Wednesday. Tammy over at Patina and Paint and myself usually share a craft with you on Wednesday mornings. This Wednesday, we decided we were going to share how we are going to decorate our door, our front door, with a winter's wreath. And I hope you enjoy how I make my wreath. After you see my tutorial, jump over to Tammy's and see how she's making her wreath. I will link her page up on the description box above this video. So click on that and it'll take you right over to Tammy's. So let's get started on my wreath. What I'm going to use, I have a grapevine wreath that I've had for several years. I usually stick my picks inside the wreath and I don't hot glue it in anything. And then the next season, I can take out the old stems and put in new ones for that particular decoration. So this time, I am going to use 3 picks. You might notice these picks. These were in my foyer. I made a garland out of 5 picks. These were the picks. I took them apart and I'm going to use 3 of these on my wreath. I am going to use pieces of my ficus tree that I did not use. If you saw my ficus revamped tree, I made it into a lemon tree. Go check that video out. But I'm going to use pieces of the greenery. And then I'm going to use bits and pieces of some greenery. This one is pine. This one is cedar, I think. And this one is evergreen. I don't know my trees, but you get the drift. Okay. And then for the pop of color, I am going to add this Dollar Tree cardinal bird right on my wreath. And that's all I'm going to use. Oh, and I am going to use a frosted pick, and I got this at the Dollar Tree. You're going to need wire snips, and that's really it. A grapevine wreath, some greenery. You can, if you like how my wreath is put together, just find you some greenery, substitute what I'm going to use if you can't find exactly what I'm using, and it is going to look just as pretty. So let's get started. I am going to start with one of my picks, and I'm going to go about 11 o'clock on the wreath and stick my wreath, or stick my pick inside the wreath. Going to be pretty. I don't want to use glue because, like I said, I like to use my wreath over and over and over again. So it's pretty tight. Then I'm going to take another pick and I'm going to sit it about 7 o'clock and poke it upwards into the wreath. So we have one pretty close to 11, 12 o'clock, and then one 7, 6 o'clock. So that kind of gives you an idea where I placed mine. For the next one, I am going to place it about 8 o'clock on my wreath. And I'm going to stick it downwards. So it's smack dab, maybe 9 o'clock. And then I'm going to bend my pick so it's shaping the wreath. Just poking it in. Pushing this one down even further. Okay, so we have already our base in there. We have one going down, one going up, and then one in the middle. Now I'm going to add some of my ficus tree, and I'm going to cut these to a single branch. So these are the leaves. Like I said, they were on my ficus tree. And I'm going to poke those in my wreath behind the pick. And I'm just going to put these randomly on my wreath. I placed one behind the 11 o'clock, one maybe at 10 o'clock. This one is right behind the center one, more on the inner part. And then I'm going to use another one. So this is my 4th pick that I'm going to use with the green leaves. And I'm going to place this on the outer part of the 9 o'clock. And then this one will go, I'm going to force it upwards into the wreath. forcing it behind the bottom. And then this one will go on the outer part. And then one more. Let's see. There's one more. We're going to put this behind the bottom pine at 6 o'clock. And we might fill it in, but that's my wreath, my base of my wreath right now. So I just have some green leaves. You can use ivy if you don't have any ficus leaves. If you didn't revamp your tree, which I had this left over. And then I'm going to add 2 of these pieces that came off of something. I'm not for sure what, but I'm just using 2 twigs. If you find a twig like this, cut it off and get 2 separate ones. I'm going to do this right at 10 o'clock. And this one at 8 o'clock. So you can see that. And then I'm going to use 2 of the pine needles. I guess this is pine. And I'm going to put this one at 10 o'clock. And I'm going to put this one at 8 o'clock in the inner part. Find a place to stick it in there. There we go. Maybe I'll put it better up. All right, and then I'm going to use 2 of this kind of, maybe it's cyper. I don't know my trees, so whatever they are, I'm just going to use 2 of those. And I'm going to place this one maybe between the 10 o'clock and 9 o'clock position, and this one between 8 and 9. So that is my wreath. Now I'm going to add some of these branches that are frosted, and I'm going to put these just randomly on my wreath here, just wherever you want to place it. And maybe right here. Yeah. All right. And now I'm going to add my red cardinal bird. And the bird, I think it's an ornament. It has wire feet. I am just going to place it on the pine, one of the stems here, wrap it around tightly. And position it. And that's my wreath for the winter time. I'm going to share with you how it looks up close. So I'm going to turn off the camera, turn it back on, and give you a visual of what it looks like up close. I hope you enjoy my fast and easy tutorial on how I made my winter's wreath. I hope you go over to Tammy's and see how she is making her wreath for her front door. Y'all have a great day. Happy Wednesday, and God bless.